Hi everybody, I'm Tom and welcome to a Newb Improves, quite possibly the most optimistically named series on YouTube. Today we are playing, not Titanfall, that is on Wednesdays. Today we're playing Dota 2. We are continuing with the A to Z challenge with Beastmaster. Not Beastmaster, Brewmaster. I am so on point today, aren't I? Okay, so let's go like this. Yeah, so I've played 3 games with Brewmaster, and I've played them all mid lane. So I called mid lane when we was picking heroes, and I'm obviously standing in mid lane there. And Sniper comes down and just walks down the lane, and he says, I'm not sure if chat will work, but he says into chat, can I have mid? And I say, yeah, sure, but you could at least block the creeps.
Thanks.
And yeah, he doesn't block the creeps. That kind of annoyed me. I mean, if you're gonna get mid lane, like, I was obviously standing there for a reason. If he's just gonna walk past me and take mid lane, he may as well block the creeps and give himself an advantage. But what are you gonna do? So yes, I am bottom lane, and I am going to block the creeps. I think I do fairly badly. I seem to remember the other 2 games, yeah, quite bad. The other 2 games I played were quite a good block, and this at least I managed to let the ranged one go through, but then I let everything else go through. So not good, not good. Okay, I believe that's that's a Ricky. We are laning against a Ricky, surprise surprise, and a Phantom Assassin. Phantom Assassin seems a bit squishy at the moment, so I'm kind of going and chasing her down for a little bit. I'm not going to chase it too far. Phantom Assassin decides they want some more, so why not? Bye bye. Fast assist, fast blood. It's quite good. We didn't spend too much health or mana to get there. So the abilities. We have Thunderclap. It basically slams the ground, slows movement speed, slows attack rate, and you can see all the stats there. We have Drunken Haze, which was the first point I got, which is a movement slow and gives attacks a chance to miss. So I just got 1 point in that early on because I kind of find it a bit useful. And the Phantom Assassin just doesn't know when to quit. Brewmaster does seem to have quite a high right click. So yeah, I am kind of getting a bit harassed, but so is the Phantom Assassin, so I don't think it's all that bad. Oh yeah, skills. This is a passive. It's got a chance for attacks to miss and for attacks to crit. It's between 10 and 25% depending on how built up it is, but if you haven't attacked in a certain time, which is between 16 and 10 seconds depending on how built up it is, if you haven't attacked in that time, then you will definitely crit, and if you haven't been hit in that time, the hit will definitely miss. So some very useful skill there, very useful passive. And the ultimate is Primal Split. You basically turn into 3 elements, and yeah, if they all get killed, then Brewmaster gets killed. If they all survive, then Brewmaster comes back. And they will have different abilities. You can upgrade it using Aghanim Scepter. And that will essentially change some of their abilities so that instead of being their own unique abilities, they take on some of Brewmaster abilities. I'm not good at micromanaging, so I didn't really use the abilities all that well, but they can be useful when chasing down someone. And go on. Yep, there's the Phantom Assassin. Dead again. 2 assists. I've got boots now, so I can chase down things a bit better. I noticed when I was blocking the creeps that he isn't exactly slow on his own, but boots will help a bit more. And I am getting a magic wand because they do seem to like casting spells in my vicinity, I think, so that will help slightly. Vicky's just hanging about being invisible. I'm just kind of hanging around waiting for my item. Don't want to put the courier at too much risk. We should really buy dust this round, but at the moment I want to get certain other items before I do that. And Phantom Assassin's probably going to jump on me now. Nope. Looks like Phantom Assassin's got problems of her own. Yeah, big problems. Okay, so that's the skills. Not doing too good with the last hits at the moment. I don't know. I'm leaning with Arsa. I've got no idea if Arsa is supposed to be a carry or a support, but like I said, I've played Brewmaster mid, so I'm kind of used to playing him as a support. I don't know, it seems to work out reasonably well for us, I'll say that. Especially here. Oh, no, he went invis. Yeah, we should, like I said, we should buy dust at some point. I don't think I actually do buy dust the whole round. But that's maybe something I can look at doing in the future, just buying dust. I was kind of full on items most of the time. Yeah, this, I think I'm about to start playing a lot worse. The Viper really wrecks me at the moment. But anyway, I've mentioned a couple of times that I've played 3 Beastmaster games. I actually won all 3 of them, but there was a ton of disconnects in both games, and it just didn't seem all that, it didn't seem like it would be very interesting to do a commentary on, so I kept on playing until I got a good one, even though I had a win.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, 2 assists, 1 death. I kind of want to get my kills up a bit. He's got fairly decent damage, as I said. And he's got the slow, of course. I don't know why Phantom Assassin went that way, but luckily the Ricky did enough damage to me that I didn't particularly want to chase it down. Oh look, there's a illusioned hero coming to get us. Okay, I'm going for arcane boots fast off, and I'm just bringing some healing to me. I don't know why I didn't get it sent on the courier, but it looks like it probably won't matter. Creeps, get out my way, creeps.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, gone. Looks like he's going to die for the trouble, though. Died to the tower. That's a shame. But got some tangos that's kind of not fantastic healing, but it'll do. And Viper is kind of wrecking. Yeah. There's 3 of them. There's 3 of them now. I'm pretty sure some other people rotate down. Yeah, looks like they're really going to push this lane hard. And it looks like we're going to push back. A few times I cast my Q ability, the Thunderclap is it called? Yeah, the Thunderclap. Occasionally I cast that instead of the Drunken Haze, just accidentally, and it's kind of a waste to be honest, but it didn't affect me massively because it's on a low cooldown, but I am having a bit of mana problems. So that does affect me like that. I spent way too long around that tower. Yeah, we're getting kills on Phantom Assassin, which is good, but we're also getting wrecked by the rest of them, so
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know, we're doing okay on kills generally, but I definitely need to shape up a bit because yeah, I've got no kills and I've got 3 deaths. I'm trying to chase this down. If I had a bit more movement speed, I could definitely chase this down. But between my mana and my movement speed, it's not good. And I went far too far up that lane. Yeah, that just wasn't good at all. I should have stopped chasing a long time ago. Looks like the creeps are doing okay though. Good old creeps. What's happening here? The rest of the map, nothing much seems to be happening. Yeah, I did.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I did decide that I was probably going around these Dota episodes a bit wrong.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Because with my Titanfall episodes, I always set myself a challenge, and I use that challenge to get better and improve and things like that. So I decided to set myself a challenge this match of every few minutes I would check the items of the enemy heroes and the ally heroes and see what they get, see what they have, in kind of in the hopes that I'll understand what they're capable of. I'm still not great at it because I don't have a great grasp of sort of how the items interact with each other and how they interact with the heroes, but at least it gave me some idea of how well they was doing in the game and which ones I should be a bit scared of. If I saw lots of big items on someone, then I would know that I need to be a bit careful of them, for example. I'm at the moment trying to use my my Thunderclap just to clear waves. It's quite effective at doing that really, especially if they're a bit lower life. And it's a good way to get a few last hits at once. And there's some gold. Oh yeah, I was going to try and help out with this kill here. That's one of the times when I used the wrong ability. Looks like between us we've got the kill. There we go. And I've actually got a kill now. That's good. That makes me feel a bit better. I'm not completely useless this game now. Although I'm not quite sure where I should be going, so I see they're chasing down
Dire's top
someone.
tower is under attack.
I went to the side shop instead of chasing them down directly because without mana I'm very limited in what I can do, and they're either going to get the kill or they're going to back off. So yeah, I've got my arcane boots now.
Dire's top tower is
Being
under
involved
attack.
in a couple of kills helped off with that, and now we're just kind of milling around. I don't know, like, at this stage in the game there's very little communication between people, so I didn't know whether they wanted me to hang around or whether they just wanted to take mid lane for themselves. Yeah, it's not a good idea to chase it down. They've got a very high movement speed, we've got 0 vision, and we don't have a creep wave, and the tower's still up, so yeah, we decided to clear the creep wave. And good thing too, because there's 2 people chasing us down now, and we would have got completely ambushed. Looks like people are going to different lanes trying to get kills, or going back to heal, or even farming, so I kind of stayed around mid lane just so I could protect the tower a bit. I didn't want to leave it completely undefended, and it was definitely a good decision because all I needed to do was step forward a bit and the Phantom Assassin backed off. And at least the sniper got a kill off it. I died, but I did a ton of damage. I forced everyone back, and now the rest of them could push the lane. And now I'm saving up for a Blink Dagger, which will help my initiation a lot. Because Brewmaster really is an initiator. That's what Brewmaster's good at. Ricky's still hanging around, we see. And I'm back into lane. Luckily I didn't stay dead for too long. And now there's 3 of us, so let's see if we can push this Viper. Don't want to kind of chase it before we've cleared the wave again. Looks like the Viper's a bit, well, not very keen to initiate on the 3 of us, which makes sense. But now we can just peck away at the tower. Looks like the Phantom Assassin is back, and we lost the creep wave, so we're kind of backing off anyway. I'm just kind of running around, and yeah, I saw Phantom Assassin, so I decided to go in on it. Not a great move on my part. Looks like I will lose this. Yeah, I'm just slowed to hell. See, I got the illusion because I was hoping that I could use the creeps to distract the Phantom Assassin, and then the creeps just blocked me. Not creeps, the illusions blocked me. And it's like, not exactly what I wanted. Looks like our team is getting a fair number of kills for it anyway, though. So it wasn't an entire waste for me to go on the Phantom Assassin, because it kind of, as the joke goes, it created space. Still nowhere near to my mech though. Because I'm dying so much, I'm losing an awful lot of gold. Haste. Am I going to top or am I going to farm? Looks like I'm maybe going to top. Yeah, I think at this point I could farm. I think I saw that the creep wave was fairly close to the tower, so I decided to farm the creep wave instead of farming the jungle, which is slower of course, but I'm not too tanky at the moment, so farming the jungle would be fairly slow in itself. And at least this way I get to actually push the lane forward. And one of two things is going to happen. Either I'm going to push the lane all the way to the end and take some towers, or I'm going to distract a few of their heroes trying to deal with me taking the tower, and then the rest of our team are going to have an easier job taking the middle and bottom towers. So at the moment, just clearing the creep wave out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. One very, very useful trick that I learnt is that if you're getting hit by a tower, you can if you attack one of your own creeps, the tower will redirect its hit. It redirect its aggro, so that's just really useful. Yes, I am going to die here. Yeah, I did try and get out as soon as I saw the Viper, but they were very, very persistent and I didn't have the speed. If I'd had my Blink Dagger, I probably could have gotten away. I could have even charged down the lane, I guess, instead of, well, not down the lane, I could have charged sideways and brought it to the middle where the rest of my team were. That would have been a much better option. Unfortunately, I only just thought of that, so something useful in later games. And of course they've managed to push the lane all the way back to our tower, so it's actually in a worse position than it was when I started pushing this lane. Always good, isn't it? Yeah, I decided to go back to this lane because, I don't know, I didn't have much else to do, and I was kind of hoping that they would be distracted somewhere else. Looks like they're very tightly clustered at mid lane, and I think what I start to do is hang back a bit, yeah, like that. I'm sending the creep wave ahead so that basically I don't want to be illuminated when I meet their creep wave, so I didn't want to give the enemy any hint that I was attacking their tower until we was actually at the tower. And apparently towers can miss as well. I am taking heat directly from the tower now, but it is so close to dead that I'm pretty much going to try and tank it. And I've got some tangos. One thing I forgot when I was hanging around mid and everyone was going back to heal, one thing I forgot was that I had tangos on me so I could heal as well. But yeah, that wasn't that bad. And yeah, now looks like they've backed off a bit, so we can just tap their tower. And so yeah, we're still winning in deaths, we're definitely winning towers, and I think I had the right decision coming going to top, because we got that tower and then I was very easily able to swap around and then help out with the middle tower. So yeah, quite good. Yeah, doing a bit of farming. I'm not all that far off. I'm about 500 gold off the Blink Dagger now, as long as I don't die. And there's a lot of heroes there. Yeah, I need to get out, and I'm so slow at the moment. Phantom Assassin's going to get me. Oh, maybe not. My team are really, really good at saving me this game. Like, I was so low life then, and now I can go back. Still not quite enough. Just 130 gold, 125 gold. So yeah, I think I'm going to go back to top lane. I'm not sure how they're pushing the creeps so quickly. I think maybe they're walking up the lane. I did see someone walking up the lane, pushing the lane, so that was probably it. They did get, the creeps did get the tower, but I'm going to walk that way and stop them getting another tower. I need less than 100 gold, so if I go in there and I thunderclap them, I'm probably going to get enough gold for the blink. If I thunderclap at the right time. There we go, yes. And yeah, at this point I wasn't sure whether I should be in the fight or not, but it's ridiculous for us to be winning team fights when the creeps are just walking up to our tower and taking our tower. So I just wanted to push the wave a bit farther towards us, and then I was going to go and clear the way, going to join the team fights. Unfortunately, someone stole the courier off me, so I'm going to be even later to the team fight because I don't really want to arrive there without my blink. This doesn't make much sense to me, so yeah, I'm just pushing the wave a bit farther forward. And those crits are really good against the creeps. Okay, I have my blink now. Should be using my arcane boots, really. I do use them a lot this game, but not maybe as much as I should do. I try and use them whenever I notice they're off cooldown, but it's noticing that they're off cooldown that's the hard part. Okay, now I'm going to try and join the fight, except they're all at bottom. I do see someone else, so yeah, we're all kind of converging now. I don't know why I'm pushing this lane instead of joining the fight.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
I don't know. I probably should have been in that fight, but it looks like they took care of it anyway. And now, what am I getting now? I cannot remember what I'm getting next. I don't think it's Ags. Oh well, I'll find out in a minute. No. I don't know, I've completely forgotten what that recipe is. It may actually be Ags, actually. I don't know. I guess I won't find out in a minute exactly, but I will find out eventually. I'm pretty sure I completed that. I'm pretty sure I got pipes at some point in this match. Oh my, I'm still dead. Okay. And it just looks like everyone else is... Well, I was going to say doing okay, but it is looking like that is a kill. No, looks like he escaped. Good on you. Okay.
How many times are you gonna miss?
I've got no idea how this fight's going to go. Probably badly now that there's 4 of them there.
My form fails me.
It does seem to be going in our favour. Looks like we've got a lot of right-click damage. And I'm using my ult. I'm not sure I used it all that much this game. Probably should have used it a lot more. Yeah, I kind of wanted to do some damage to them, and I didn't want to commit on just myself, so I decided to back off and stop this tower from falling like that. Yeah, this is going fairly well. I've almost got the next component to whatever it is I'm getting. It took us a long time before we was able to take the high ground. The team fights were really, really close, and fighting uphill didn't work out. Well, I'm not going to say it worked out badly because you went back off, but it did take a long time for us to actually be able to make any progress from this point. Yeah, see, we're kind of, like, we want to clear the creep wave, of course, because then our creeps can go forward and attack the tower. I don't think anyone on our team actually has dust, which is probably a mistake. I actually have room for dust. Yeah. I mean, I could have bought dust so easily. Looks like the sniper went invisible and escaped. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the Ogre Club first, just give me a bit of extra damage in right clicks. The idea being that if I manage to kill whoever I'm fighting quickly, then I don't need to be as tanky. Not sure if that's a good way to look at things, but it's definitely the way I decided to go. Okay, so back into the fight. If I didn't need mana so much, I would possibly consider, like, if this game went on a really long time, I would consider swapping out the arcane boots for boots of travel. Where am I going to? I have absolutely no idea.
A soldier's fortune.
Oh, I'm going to farm the jungle now.
Double damage.
Yeah, I always find, going back to the boots of travel, I find it's really slow to get all the way across the map. I mean, even if you're in a situation like we've got, well, we had the full middle lane. Looks like we still do have it. I need to stop this farming and go help mid. Yeah, that's where I'm going. Yeah, even if you can teleport halfway down into the fight, you then have to walk up the other half of the lane, and Boots of Travel really helps with that. Okay, I chased away the Viper.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I wasn't quite quickly. I kind of ignored my Blink Dagger. That I could have actually done a lot more in that fight if I'd actually used my Blink Dagger. And I did not notice that during the fight. I mean, I was using it a fair bit in this match, I think. But for some reason, I just completely forgot about it when I was chasing the Viper.
Have another. I insist.
Okay, so yeah, Sniper making the fight end a lot quicker, and I was using the ult again. I kind of want to be careful because if they do manage to destroy all three of my primal spirits, then that's me dead again. But I've got no idea how tanky they are. They always seem to melt fairly quickly, but then I tend to use them differently from the way I use Brewmaster, because with Brewmaster I'm much more careful. I tend to back off a lot more quickly, and with them I just stand there and hit people. So they may actually be really tanky, and I'm just getting hit. I didn't realise that this was still up, this tier 3 tower, so I started hitting some of the other buildings before I realised. There we go. A slow Phantom Assassin doesn't last very long. And those fights have gotten me my item. Ah yeah, it was Ags. Completely forgot that Ags, I think it was the point booster it had. Yeah. I haven't built Ags that often, so I kind of forgot the recipe to it, but I did know that it had the Ogre Club, the staff, and well, basically the 3 items which give you +10 to the various attributes. I did know that those 3 were part of it, I just forgot the rest of the recipe. And it looks like they're doing fairly well. At the moment we're just kind of pushing them back and doing tiny bits of damage when we can. Sniper, that's not a good position to be in.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like the sniper got out of that alive though, just barely. Yeah, I was heading up middle lane and then I realised that there was no one else up there. So, back to top. For some reason I like pushing top this match. Probably because
this will come in handy.
We're focusing our heroes on middle lane and we've taken bottom lane barracks. So if I can push this lane enough that the creeps do a fair bit of damage to the tower, yes, this is probably dead. And yes, it's not me dead. Kind of turned the tables on that fight. Yeah, that stun is actually really useful in this situation. Go on. No, it doesn't look like we've got the kill. And I need to seriously get out of there now. Yeah, get out, get out, get out. I'm kind of dithering. I want to see if I can perhaps do one tiny bit more damage. But, ooh, that was a lucky blink. I was actually really proud of that blink because it got me right out of the battle. That was just so close. I had a lot of close calls this game, and I'm actually kind of pleased about that because it means that I'm not dying quite so much. I mean, I have died 10 times, and that is the highest. Yeah, it's the highest number of deaths on my team by a fair whack. But there are times when I know exactly when to get out, and I'm moving in the right ways to actually get myself out. So, yeah, it's kind of an odd thing. I would much prefer a narrow escape to a death. Let's just put it that way. Okay, am I going for Shivas? Yes. Yeah, because I decided to go for Shivas because it would give us a good passive that reduces attack speed, and it's got its active which does a real slow to movement speed. So I thought it would be a really good thing because at the moment we're just kind of having trouble keeping them in one place long enough to die, especially now that they're so close to their fountain all the time. So yeah, I thought that was a good item. Go on, go on, go on. No. I thought I could get the Viper, but ah well. And that is the Brewmaster win. Yeah, it was a fun game. I could have done a lot better, but I could have done a lot worse. And yeah, I think that's about it. He's one of the heroes I wouldn't mind playing a bit more with if I get a chance. But that's about wraps it up for this episode. If you want to see more Titanfall every Wednesday or Dota every Saturday, please subscribe to the channel. If you have any suggestions as to how I can improve or what I should set as my goal next time, please feel free to leave a comment. If you like the video, leave a like. It really does help the channel a lot. And thank you so much if you've watched all the way through this video. Thank you for just taking the time to watch it. And until next time, don't feed the trolls.